Morning, Leo.
Um, Good morning, Yakumo. Um, how is your evening?
Hmm, not bad. I just finished my dinner.
Mm, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yes, I was
So
before now. Hmm?
that's lovely. So last time you mentioned what happened in your high school time,
Yeah.
and uh, so today we would like to know about your university time. So um, as well, maybe you want to talk about what happened in your university, like any kind of impact, any influence you have.
Well, in brief, I was happy that time. So I went to a department that I think that is perfect for me.
Hmm.
Uh, I went to a psychology department, and I chose this department because I think it's more is much more about humanity than other department um, of my uh, among my choices. So at first I was really happy, and I went to a not too bad school, um, like like
Like
probably
almost,
not.
like almost the best. Like
Yeah, almost like
yes.
no, no. It feel it depends. The school is good, but uh, it also depends on which department you went to.
Hmm.
And well, nothing to complain about the school. And and
I have
then
I have a lot to complain. Your school is very difficult to walk. It's a mountain, and you have to walk up, and
oh, it's very important. It's a hill, not a
it
mountain.
is okay. Yeah, but it's very difficult to 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 get to where you are every time when I went there. Uh,
So you remember that?
I remember, yeah, of course, because I have a classmate who also live nearby, yeah. Um, but I just
Oh
thought,
yes.
yeah,
Uh,
I have to take the subway and then change the bus and then I have to walk up, like it
Yeah,
was.
that's the condonism. Condom. Yeah, that's where I live. But mm, yeah, but we usually we usually do most of the things downhill. Yeah, we only go back uh, when when we finish the day.
Hmm.
That's the time we go back to the hilltop.
Psychology. So until now, like, do you think you actually learn and apply this knowledge in what do you do right now?
Sure, sure. Because I'm a teacher now,
Yes.
and my major was um, cognitive psychology, which mainly focused on the um, cognitive ability of human,
Mm-hmm.
like how we think, how we memorize things. So it's very related. Although I didn't teach until very recently,
Mm-hmm.
but yes, yes. When I started to teach, uh, I re- I I remind a lot of things that I um, study when I was in the university.
Mm, I
Yeah.
see. So at the time, like, okay, you, I, w- you didn't, you didn't think to this is, some kind of mystery. I, we feel like you didn't choose like a music academy to go. Like you didn't choose anything related to art, creative, so-called creative
Yeah.
field.
You
Like
think it's mystery?
I
You think
thought,
it's a
I
mystery?
thought like because you had interest in music like long ago, yeah.
Yeah, but there's an there was um a really obvious obstacle back back then because there was no way that I can go to any um, music academy, or there's no way I can do that.
Hmm.
Even if I want to,
Yeah,
I can't.
that's
Yeah,
hmm.
yeah. I didn't have. Hey,
Because
uh,
in my case, yeah, I wasn't like in the special high school, like special uh, you know academy related to art, yeah.
sure.
But
But
later
no,
I joined a
nobody.
design
No.
school.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
So
get it.
in that case, I think it's possible, especially you have really good result, yeah. Like,
Um, no, 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 not really. When I was in senior high school, although I found my interest in music, but I wasn't I wasn't um I was far from mature at that time. You can you can only call it interest. I wasn't trained at all.
mm,
No matter from outside or self trained. I
that's right.
wasn't trained at all.
Hmm.
So there's no way that I could pass even if I wanted to. There was no way I could pass the test.
But when I joined this design school, I
Yeah.
there's a no test. There's
But for if it's a music academy, they were oh they were
I'm just thinking like, for example, my school. If you join the
yeah
same school,
yeah
it's possible, yeah. I mean, there's no. I cannot remember if they have a music, but they must have something similar. Something
oh,
related
yeah
to
yeah
creative. Creativity.
yeah
Uh,
yeah.
so that's why I feel like, oh, if I can do it, of course you can do it. Yeah. Uh,
I don't know. I don't know.
but
I forgot the attitude that dad and mom hold held for
no, it's a
your
different. It's a very
choice.
different. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
funny.
for me, I remember very well. Um, they 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 don't they didn't want me to um get involved too much into music.
Okay.
Even even yeah. So it would be another obstacle because it was it would spend it would cost a lot to go to music academy. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, no,
and
just
and
not.
I didn't really uh, worry that much at that time. I thought that psychology department is good for me, and I can still do something related to music. And the truth is, I formed a band
Hmm.
that time.
Hmm.
Yes, and I had a good time.
Hmm.
I had a good time. Yeah. Uh,
So we can talk about the band.
yeah. I formed a band with my classmates and school brother. Um, and
Which year and what kind of
oh
style of band? Like,
yeah, it changed for some times. And
mm,
when I started, I remember that was my second grade, probably second
so
grade, third grade, probably third grade. So that should be which year? Um,
approximately, yeah,
Approximately like 93, probably. I think,
1993.
yeah, probably
Hmm.
93.
Okay.
Yes.
And you also didn't mention where is your school, like the
Oh, in Tai,
location.
yeah, in Taipei, the Mu 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 Mucha
Mucha. Is that south? Yeah.
South, really South, kind of,
Yeah.
kind of,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Um. Yeah. So the band. So
yeah.
what kind of
Uh,
style and you want
the
to?
style is all the music that I like. Uh,
That's
because I
very.
was,
That's a very blurry. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, because I was a self trained musician. I didn't really learn guitar from a specific teacher. Um, I I learned my guitar. I practiced my guitar mainly during my senior high school, and I learned a bit from my classmates. And um, later I I get to know those band like I mentioned last time, like Guns N' Roses, where I was only playing acoustic guitar, but you can use acoustic guitar to play that kind of songs. So when I went to university first, yeah, it's uh, story is at first I didn't even have my um, proper instrument. I didn't have a electric guitar. I didn't have the related equipment. So, but I borrow a guitar from one of my school sister, and yeah, I used the guitar for a period of time before I could afford my own. But what's different from many people is I think I play electric guitar um, just the same as I play acoustic guitar. I don't have any skill. I don't have any specific skill for electric guitar.
Hmm.
And all I have is my listening. So I think I have a good listening ability. So I can I can uh, I can get the notes from the music that I love.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was not um and also my bandmates were not trained at the time when I formed a band. I remember our drummer started to study drums when we formed the band,
Mm-hmm.
and I taught my bassist how to play bass. Although I'm not really a bassist too. So I told my bandmate, but we still formed a band.
So what
And
is the story you began to make it happen? Yeah.
mm, it's simple. I just want to play music that I listen to.
No,
Like
I mean the band.
yeah, yeah,
So how did you find your member? What happened?
yeah.
Uh,
And I just try to find someone who are interested in it. So of course they are my friend at first, but I didn't care if they were trained. I only care that if they are interested in forming a band with me.
yes, but could you represent the scenario? What happened when you know there must be some kind of occasion, yeah.
Mm, not a specific one. I had to say that it's like yeah, you have this idea and you started to find some people
Mhm.
just like that. Yeah. So um, mainly
Okay.
my classmates. So we were already familiar with one another. The
Mm.
only difference is if we are going to do something special together.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you want to describe what kind of band it is, and do you have any direction? Did you compose?
Uh, we didn't compose at that time. We were satisfied with copying songs that we
What kind
like.
of songs? Yeah.
Um, Basically Radiohead, mostly
So
Radiohead, because I was really into Radiohead at that time.
how do you define the music style for Radiohead?
Uh, they were like um,
Experimental, electronic?
no,
Like
no.
how do you define it? Yeah.
I would say they were they were uh, what's the word? They were mm, of course they were rock and roll, but they're kind of like dreamy and something like that. You're uh, is not a good example, but metaphor.
Illu-
But it's like you after you have some drugs. So
illusion. You have an
yeah,
illusion. Yeah.
yeah, but uh, happy one. So like a drunk.
Too
Okay.
happy. Too happy.
Yeah, like drunk music, but
High
uh,
music. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah.
it. Okay.
But
Yeah.
only that
See,
time, because they changed recently. These years they are totally different.
they woke up.
Yeah, when they woke up. But I was
Uh,
into their music at that time, and
okay.
I thought I can do that. So we
Mm.
mostly copy their songs.
Did you perform?
Sure.
So
So
where and how?
uh, but we didn't perform many times. Mostly in the um, during those parties in our department.
You didn't try to do in the restaurant, in a pub, or
No,
somewhere? No,
no, didn't.
because
Uh,
normally people try. Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know what I was thinking that time, but I
Okay.
didn't try that part.
No, no business plan. Yes.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Because many of them they start to do that. Yeah. They
yeah,
perform surrounding the area, and then they start to go surrounding Taiwan. Like
yeah,
uh,
yeah. I didn't know what I was thinking
mhm,
that time, but I
that's
was just foolish, satisfied with that condition. I was satisfied with the routine
mm,
practicing, and
yeah.
sometimes we perform if there's informal chance.
Did you keep some record?
Sadly, no. Sadly, no.
Photos? No photos?
No, no. Sure, we had some photo that time. I
Mm,
remember we even we even hire one of one photographer to shot it for us, but I kept it for I kept them for a period of time, but I didn't know where they are now.
mhm,
Yeah, yeah, but
mm.
yeah, so happy and playing music, uh, but still I didn't really understand uh, how it works. I just copying. I was able to copy whatever I hear. Um, not whatever, but
Did
the
you did you have a long hair at the time?
sure, sure, quite different.
This the time you had long hair, yeah? I
Sure, sure,
remember.
and
I couldn't remember
that's
the time, but
that's also why I had long hair.
mhm,
I wore long hair because I thought it was a tradition, and I was
you thought
really
you were traditional before having a long hair,
no,
or
no. I mean
for having a
to
long hair?
wear, yeah, to wear long hair is a tradition for rock and roll.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, and for things I like, I really respect the tradition. You know, I would love to follow the tradition, but
Okay. Did you?
recently nobody wear long hair anymore, but they still play rock and roll. That's weird.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So I wear long hair. Uh,
So in terms of the music style, like, did you after this experience, um, did you change? Like, because sometimes different period of time, you might have a different interest. Um,
yeah, I think I think throughout my college time, um, including the grade J school. I went to a grade J school too. Um, the main theme of my college life is music. Yeah, music and of course coffee. I went to a coffee shop.
You want to
Uh,
talk about the coffee shop thing? Like,
yeah,
your
yeah. It
favorite
was
coffee shop, how did you find
yeah.
it?
It's called Norwegian Wood. It's in Gongguan, Taipei.
Mm-hmm.
And how did I find it? Yeah, I that was kind of interesting because um, I I get to like that coffee shop uh, after like the second time that I went into. The first time I happened to went into a store and I thought, and I didn't have a good experience because I didn't understand at all. I think I thought I think I ordered an espresso that time, and the only thought I had is why is so less? Why is so little? Because I didn't understand that
You mean
time. I
that?
didn't know espresso at all,
Mm-hmm.
and I was expecting a cup, a real cup of coffee, but I only get like this,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Oh, that
was kind of pissed off the first time.
this
But
this
I
this
didn't show up.
this
I
is a
didn't
good.
show.
This can be a good sketch.
Yeah, I didn't
If
show.
if one day you want to become a comedian, this is a very good sketch.
Yeah, yeah. But the second time, mm, is was I thought I really I kind of ready for coffee, um, and I was looking for a place that I can spend my time. Um,
You want to describe what kind of space it is like?
it's a small shop, and you mainly have those Italian style coffee, and but the most important thing is the music. Yes, it's also about music because the owner, the boss of that coffee shop, he would he was a mm, um, shopaholic. Oh no, um, he bought a lot of CDs.
It's like a collector,
Yes, and and mainly rock and roll, blues, and jazz. So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
that was my first experience with
Mm-hmm.
jazz at that coffee shop. So
Mm-hmm.
I listened um, a lot of rock and roll, not really, but a lot of jazz there.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I did that time is when I found something that I like, I would went to the CD player
Mm-hmm.
and I would uh, look at the CD album, and then I will get to buy one myself.
Mm-hmm. I
So
see.
yeah, so many of my collection is were bought this way. Yeah, so it was really a good time. I wasn't a really good student. I spent a lot of time and probably a lot of money in coffee shop. I would stay there if I didn't have any class. I would probably stay there all day.
It's interesting because since you know the owner and you invest in the coffee shop, like from that kind of relationship, you should be able to propose something to the coffee shop, like having some kind of joint performance or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Obviously, when I was in university, I didn't have that mind as well. I go
yeah,
somewhere, that's it, spend money,
yeah,
and that's it.
yeah. I
Yeah,
didn't have that
mentality.
idea
Yeah.
at all, and that they didn't have that space either. It was already a small space,
Oh no,
and
no, not even the not the space. I'm talking about, like, for example, if
any any
if you
propose.
compose something, can I play here? Like,
Oh,
you know, that can be also a
yeah,
showcase.
but
Yeah,
I didn't
certain showcase.
compose anything that time either. I
It's
didn't
okay.
compose. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean, whatever your work. Yeah, if
yeah.
you that can be some kind of
I
I don't.
read I read books there.
Yeah, he might
Uh,
hate the idea, but nobody. You you
and
try. Yeah,
I wrote something there.
yeah.
But
Yeah, it can be the writing, it can be other stuff as well. Yeah.
and I get to know those people who were who were frequently
Against.
sit
Yeah.
on the bars.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. It was like a yeah, kind of like a drunken day. You know, although I drank coffee, but it's like a drunken day. So uh,
mm,
you have this dreamy feeling every day. So
yeah.
um, yeah, books, music, and secondhand smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Secondhand smoke. It was happy. I was happy, but I didn't really do uh, anything that time. But it was happy.
Mm, yeah. No, those I guess those really have some influence in how do you become who you are right now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm. Maybe not so much the study from the school, but those
Sure,
are, yeah, those are
sure.
just academic. Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you need that certificate, piece of paper, but it's not so much alive. Yeah,
yeah,
but you
yeah,
create your own band, and then you build a relationship, and in the with the coffee shop you mentioned, those are more like vivid and
yeah, yes,
significant. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I think it's a very nice. It's very nice talk today. Yeah. So next time we're going to continue talking about what is, you know, what happened after your university life. Okay?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I like that.
Um, okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Yeah.
too.
merci beaucoup. Arigatou gozaimasu. And
Why you change?
thank you. Thank you for the listening. And please remember to subscribe. And see you next time.
See ya.
Ciao.
Bye.